So I said it last night, I'll say it again, PC version of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which a lot of people don't really know is out there, has probably the best version of the entire soundtrack. Especially like Cammy's like next part there, it's like it goes super crazy slap bass, which is really awesome to hear. What's up, everybody? Hello, Ronnie. So, tonight's gonna be interesting. So, I'm gonna be starting off with Double Switch, my favorite game, favorite FMV game. I would have to say hands down. It ties for first place very closely with Fox Hunt, but yeah, so the enhanced re-released version of Double Switch came out last night. I played it on stream for about 10 minutes, and it was buggy as hell. I am disappointed in it, but I'm going to show off what it's like just so you guys can know. So if you're thinking about buying it, I would say buy it with caution. Beware. We can jump into that in just a second. So basically the plans are not done with Metal Gear Solid 5. I played more offline to basically get through the story faster. I was doing some side missions, building bases, things of that nature. Pardon me, but it's starting to get back in the story stuff, which is time-based. So we're getting closer to the end for that, and then I might stream Twin Snakes for fun, just probably about run through that pretty quickly. It doesn't take too long to beat. And then I plan on eventually moving over to the Yakuza games. I have Yakuza 0 that everybody keeps telling me is a great game, but I've never played it yet, so we're going to get into it. But right now, I'm going to switch over. It's going to be a black screen for a second, and I need to launch Double Switch. This is not good. I mean, I am super disappointed. We'll see how this works. Okay, so it looks like it's working. So it looks like it's working in OBS preview. Perfect. So I can stay with that, because last night it was not. Yeah, Twin Snake is just, it's too easy just simply because the mechanics. You put Metal Gear Solid 2 mechanics into the game, and it just busts it. It's not designed to have it. It's like if you were to put Metal Gear Solid, why is it only playing the left ear? Good job. So they made this mono for the intro. Good God, another problem in this game. But yeah, it's like if you put Metal Gear Solid 5 mechanics into Metal Gear Solid 1 or even 2, you'd still break the game completely, because it's not built to support those things. So I hope your left ear is loving that music, because it's not supposed to be like that. Now we're back to stereo. This is like probably one of the laziest ports I have ever seen, so let me know if I need to readjust the audio. I just dropped it down because it looked like it was red banding out again. So here's your options. Controller layout. Yes, this is the PC version I'm playing right now that I got on Steam. The default controller for it is the PlayStation 4 is what it's showing, instead of an Xbox One controller or even an Xbox 360 controller. So they didn't even put in any effort to even switch it over to show you what your displays are. So if you don't know the PlayStation buttons, you're going to be a little confused. It's kind of a weird layout for the controller. You don't have any way to remap it at all. The interface, you can change what the game looks like for either modern, which is the new redesigned UI. You can go for PC, which I've never seen the PC version, so I don't know. And then Saturn, and then the Sega CD. I mean, the video looks really good on this. The sound in some places is mono, like the intro we heard was mono left channel only, not stereo even. And some of the audio for some of the lines are like really garbled up. You guys will hear it. Yeah, and this is like the laziest port I've ever seen of it. So it's kind of cool for this notification. I still have it on the bars, but you can actually have it where it'll play small little videos. So when I streamed this for the first time last night, it can be hard. Basically, as a shout out, I'll just call you Usagi if you don't mind. I'm terrible at Switch names, unless you have a better one there for it. But basically, it's more of a memorization. I've been playing this game for like 25 years, so I know my way around it pretty much. It's more of a memorization. It's like Night Trap, but easier. It's more family friendly or Night Trap, but I played this last night on stream, and there's a timing problem. You could not get past the first section of the game. Because you have to basically look for key codes in order to get the guy out of the basement, Corey Haim. And the game keeps playing the same door codes, like people open up the boxes at the same time, so you can't see both codes. You can do one or the other, and you'll miss out a code, you end the game. There's no way past it, the game ends. And the fourth time I tried playing it, it finally went back to the normal 3-second delay between one versus the other, because they are back-to-back, but there's a delay so you can switch rooms. It finally did it. There are all sorts of stuff. We'll see what happens. So they've been touting all this bonus feature, like, oh, the theater, like bonus content. You gotta beat the game with an A rank. How about the theater? Complete the game to unlock the theater. So you have all these supposed features, like special features to watch, and you can't access any of it. And A rank, from what I've heard from the people who have managed to not have the game glitch out on them or crash, have been basically reporting that it's really hard to get an A rank. So even they can't see this stuff. There's no way to change the audio. There is no way to let's see here. There's no way to resize the screen. Okay, and that just glitched up. Neat. Now I don't have control anymore. Perfect. So, problem number one, it's already crashed out. It's locked up, it stopped taking my button input, so I need to relaunch the game. And now I can't use OBS on screen, so I can't see chat, so I need to pull this up on my cell phone, so give me 1 second. There we go. So now I have chat open on my phone because I can't have OBS's preview window open. And right now it's still not recognizing my controller. So you can see what a piece of shit this port is already. This is pretty pathetic. Yeah, this is the PC version, Pat. So let's try closing out Steam. Reopen it. Yes, this is the PC port. I bought the physical copy through Limited Run Games. And when they had it up on pre-sale, they said pre-sales for it were ending on November 18th. They weren't doing any extras. So if you didn't pre-order it, you're not buying it, they're not making extras for it. So then what they did was... Why is this crapping out again? No. Yeah. So, here we go. Okay, so I got it back. Alright, so I forgot I was going to go on it because the game is just... Okay, so yeah, physical run, got a physical copy of the game. Pre-orders for it ended back on November 18th. They said it's going to take about a month or so to ship. Actually, what they figured at the time, what they had on their website, was they were going to ship them out on December 7th, so everyone can get the same day release on digital. That didn't happen. They put up a note on their website saying, which is down, they took it down by the way, saying, oh, by the way, we're still waiting for Sony to approve us to even make this game on disc physically, so we hope to ship it out sometime mid to late January. And that's gone for the website too. They even don't. It takes a month to make games, and they don't even have this stuff ready. So that's a real shame. Real shame. But anyway, let's go through. Let's play a game. We'll see if how bad it glitches out. On top of what you've already seen, like not accepting my controls.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello there.
My name is Eddie. I need your help. This is my building. And since the neighborhood really sucks, I've built all these traps and security systems to protect the people who live here.
Once again, let me know if I need to readjust audio.
Locked me in the basement and cut off my controls. Except they forgot about the phone lines, which is how I got you in. Now you can protect the tenants and get me out of here. You and me are friends, right? You gotta help me. Anyway, I designed the whole system. Now this is the lobby.
It's Debbie
That's
Harry.
Elizabeth. She's the manager.
She's
There's
the
a
singer of
problem.
Blondie.
Don't expect her to deal with it, okay? You can see the traps and triggers for each room by pressing the start button. Oh yeah, to get me out of here, you gotta get the number from each of these power boxes. Now they flash on when anybody opens them, so you keep your eyes
Yes.
peeled, okay?
No, unfortunately,
This is
I don't need
Brutus. He
colorblind
just
help
got out of
today.
prison.
That'll be good
You
though.
gotta watch out for him. I don't know what he's up to, but I don't like anybody snooping around my place, okay? This is Alex's room on the second floor. She's
I like to
known
watch
town.
her
Says
sleep.
She's a journalist. I think she likes me.
Hey, it's Arlie Ermy.
Handyman. He's the one who's been screwing everything up around here.
If you don't know who that is, he was the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket.
There's an
There we
emergency
go.
alarm going off in Alex.
There's someone in my apartment. Stay
So what you
here.
need to do is
Cover me
charge up
while I check
traps
things out.
and basically trap people when they step on the special squares. See what happens if I overload it on one and catch them. Hey, got it. Cool. I think this guy's a lamp. Yep. Yeah, you're nice. Okay.
Stop scoping me. If I want your help, I'll ask for it. Got it?
Okay. This is a really hard green for me to see, by the way, for the indicator on the left side. I'm pretty sure the game also... I'm pretty sure that right now I just got screwed over because the guy who kisses the poster usually goes and opens up a box, but I had to trap the person with the fireplace at the beginning of the game, which it's supposed to give you at least about a minute time before the first box opens. Pardon me, so it may have already screwed me out. The timing for this is really, really weird. Keep in mind, I've played the American Sega CD version, I own the Japanese version, and I also own the Sega Saturn port, so I kind of know what I'm talking about with this game. And I've beaten them all. And it
You
didn't
let
take
those
the
suckers
input.
get to the
Perfect.
power box,
Alright.
and now we're all cut off.
Yay! So is the audio levels okay, or does everything need to be rebalanced? So I don't know if it's alright or not. Let's try an interface change. It's good. Okay, perfect. So this is how I'm used to seeing the game because the Sega CD, or not, I mean, the Sega Saturn had the best visuals at the time of this game before this came out.
Hey,
Okay, that screen shuttering is new.
hi. My
Hi,
name is...
we're gonna skip it.
There's an...
Oh my god, so this game is not colorblind friendly. I'm having a hard time seeing these stupid red and green things. I'm presuming they're red and green. Sweet. I'll have to take a look at the clip in a minute when we get done here. When we get done with this game, at least, when I get ready to switch to Metal Gear Solid 5, I'll check it out. So you can see already that the timing's different, because there was used to be a bad guy in this guy's
Gotta come
apartment right
back.
here.
I want...
So the timing for this game is all screwed up. So there should be a guy coming in the basement. Here we go. So you can trap band members, but you get yelled at by doing so. I like this one. You knock this guy out of a window, which I'm pretty sure is gonna kill him. It's like the second floor. Here we go. Code. Yeah, he's dead. I just killed somebody. Put him in the coffin.
A guy named Lionel Atwater Edward and a...
So there's this whole story that you're not seeing, basically, because I'm flipping around, but as you play and die and fail, you keep seeing more of the game unfold, so I'm kind of skipping through pretty fast because I know what needs to happen. And this is going to be a lamp, I'm pretty sure. Make sure they didn't have the original source of the game, port, they just read it from scratch, playing the game, making notes. Wow. Well, fortunately, this one wouldn't be too hard to do. Night Trap is a nightmare of a game because you have security codes that you have to keep going through. Like you'll start off on like security code yellow, and then all of a sudden one of the characters will say, well, let's change the security code to red. So if you don't see that scene where they tell you to switch to that color for the security code, none of your traps work anymore, and there's about 7 or 8 different colors. So it's like, Night Trap is stupidly hard. I have never managed to beat that, but I've beaten this before.
I told her.
You can also trap Lila Handyman. It's weird as you can select the same room that you're in, which you shouldn't be able to do.
Yeah, all right. Good job. Good job. That should slow him down. Very nicely done.
Now, the game tells you want to trap him, but you really don't want to in the second part of the game because he's actually unlocking other traps you'll need. And if you miss one, you can get a game over later on. Versus when this mysteriously mummy is running around trapping the tenants, which you have to try to stop. You have to disarm the traps that he's trying to arm.
I may have met him at some point. Oh, yes. Now I know the gentleman you fellas are looking for. He's in room 232.
So pretty soon we should be having the 2 codes almost back to back open up. And this is where, like I said last night, 3 times in a row, had it happen where they both opened at the exact same time, which is impossible to watch. He's gonna open the door. Just a second. Okay. The game is glitched. There we go. It wouldn't let me move. Every single button press I did. Okay. So every single button press that I was trying to do to move off was trying to trigger the game to reload the room I was in. So it's like, okay, that's not right. So it finally let it through there. That basically those 2 codes I got right now, they're supposed to be 3 seconds apart. And that was about half a second, 1 second each. Basically, it takes a lot of memorization, Pat. But like I said, I love this game, so I devoted a lot of time to it back in the day. Especially when I got the Sega Saturn port, because I didn't own a Sega CD. So, pardon me, I still don't own a Sega CD. So, yeah. People have done either walkthroughs or take notes. For me, it's just kind of memorization. Put him in the coffin. And pretty soon we're gonna have the... Whoops, wasn't paying attention, I was reading chat. We're gonna have the last number come up. So yeah, high-res numbers on a grainy screen, because they changed it, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I'll have to pull up the... I own the Sega CD version, the Japanese one. I can throw it in when I get done here with this game in a minute. Check out the numbers, see what they look like. Alright. But I gotta say though, I'm actually really pleased with the quality of the video that this is playing on. It's like, this looks a lot better than what I've been used to for years. Luigi?
Luigi?
By the way, the guy's name is Luigi, and his boss is Mario. Yes, they snuck in a Mario joke, a Super Mario joke into this game. The 2 weeks are up, my friend. I don't think this guy's a fireplace. I think he's a window. Yeah.
My father laid bricks on this building. On his dying deathbed, he told me there was treasure buried in this building. Why am I gonna make this up?
Maybe you... so I don't blow your face all over this room. You know what, Brutus? Time's up.
If you don't do that, he shoots Brutus and it's game over.
You tell Luigi and Mario their days are numbered.
A Mario joke. Okay, so this is the last code number. Nope, we're not. No, it is. Okay, so this is the last code number I need. That's gonna get Eddie out of the basement. Nope, we're not. Crap. Oh, geez, I almost missed it. Okay, there we go. Wow, my memory is off on that one, I will admit. Thank you, please die. Railing kill.
Ah! Great, great. You got the code number, great. Oh, you're good.
Yeah, Brutus is a man of contradictions.
Very, very good. I'm out of here. All right, let me level with you. I'll tell you what's really going on around here. I think there's a killer in the building, and I think I know who it is, and I'm gonna nail the sucker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch the basement camera on for you. Keep an eye on my place. Don't let nobody knows around here. Code numbers.
So, this is kind of weird. The game is using this part right here as a checkpoint. If you're playing the Sega Saturn version, it comes on 2 CDs because of the higher quality video it had. Whereas the Sega CD versions were just all 1 disc. So if you're playing the Sega Saturn version, it would pause and tell you to switch out discs for disc number 2. But in this version, I'm guessing they based it off the Saturn version because it's a pause right here, but it saves it as a checkpoint.
You handsome devil, you. Surprise! How'd you get out? My little helper. You just shut up, okay? And why don't you just get the hell out of our lives?
Eddie, your mother and I are worried.
Don't you talk about my mother, all right? This is my building, mine. If it wasn't for me, this place would be Crater City. Now, if you mess with me, you're gonna get it. You got it?
We'll see about that.
The old man just doesn't get it, does he?
I may have a key.
Your father was...
So you learn that these people in the green are part of some kind of crazy cult, and they're basically trying to get... They're supposed to be... Okay, here's a brief overlay of the story, because you're not going to really pick it up. This is the Edward Arms Hotel. It's a quirky place. Of course, traps built in. There's supposed to be a hidden treasure built like somewhere in the building, which is what everybody's looking for. The green people in the green are part of some crazy cult who are looking for it. And of course, the mobster is looking for money. Brutus is looking for the mobster guy upstairs so he can pay off his debt to Mario and Luigi. And of course, there's also reporters and bands, and everybody's in this crazy house where everything happens. So that's pretty much the quick rundown.
The member of our secret society.
Oops, missed that guy.
My hero, come on in. Hey, you know what? Stand over there. I want to get a picture of you for my story.
Story? What story?
The one I'm doing on the Edward Arms.
Yes, you can trap Eddie now. Oh, somebody over here. Now, this is the power box. You always want to put that at priority if anyone shows up. Oh, that was Lamp. Oops.
Stay with me. I'm going to the basement.
Well, it turns out Eddie's actually a bad guy. Nothing is as it seems. Like, you know, he tells you to trap the handyman early on so you get conditioned to doing that. But now you don't want to trap him because he's got unlocked traps that you're going to need later on in the game. Oh, she's going for the power box. They got these two girls. I think one of them works at a newspaper. I'm not sure. No, this guy's a lamp. Ah, I missed.
So went ballistic the second they saw the statue. They're after us. I'm calling the police.
Eddie's Electronic World.
Here we go. Yes, you do not want to trap him
your
now.
life may be in imminent danger. You don't understand. There are traps
Oh, that would have been a good guy.
over this building.
I've never caught anybody with the fan trap, so I have no idea what it looks like.
Watch out for this one.
Okay, so that timing right there is different. In the Sega CD versions and Sega Saturn, as soon as he twists the screwdriver, the trap instantly unlocks so you can switch out of the room if you need to. Pardon me, for whatever reason for this one, they have a second delay, so you have to see the trap open up and come out. Oops.
Sorry I'm late, guys. Yeah, you are late.
Yeah, you're late, man. It's like, what's up with that?
Here, let's go.
I had a trap somewhere. Armed. I guess I didn't.
Answer it. Come on.
Is this Green?
Yes, sir.
Nobody was injured, but just don't put me on hold again.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Rip.
You gotta be quick here because a member will attack the band, and if you don't save the band, it's a
Don't
game
bother
over.
to knock.
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but this is an emergency.
Okay, it's nothing.
Come with me. I'll show you what I'm talking about. No, not there. Over here, please.
Okay, this has got to be quick.
Check this out.
Time I spend on this story, the more as it seems. This so-called security system is actually just a perverse security. Wow, that's pretty good.
Hey, Mimics. Okay, so it wasn't a basket trap. Okay, so this is tricky, because you have to... What's happening is, basically, the mummy's gonna come in, it's Eddie in disguise, he's gonna arm traps, you need to disarm them, or else, it could be game over. Not feeling too well. Oh no, sounds like you got, yeah, what your wife has. That's terrible. That's okay, that's alright, you can lurk, you don't have to chat. It's all good. Just hope you feel better, especially your wife, because I know you told me she's been sick for a couple days now. Not good.
That's good, Jeff. That's really good. Who are you supposed to be, Ramses? No.
Oh, it's Coffin. Shoot, I thought it was a new one. Hands. That's right. Okay, I forgot it.
You know, you're not the only one playing this game. A trap arms, you disarm it.
Yeah, so basically what happens is, I forgot, because the pattern is you disarm one of the existing traps, and then you trap with the new one that got unlocked. So retry should put us back right where... Here we go. Right there, but you can also quit out this time. So let's take a look at some other stuff real fast. So options. So it's the Saturn. Let's see what PC was like. And we'll put on this for extra confusion. Okay, so it has saved my Sega Saturn version. Okay, interesting. Whatever, we're gonna quit on that. So, what I'm going to do instead... Let's bring this up. See if it starts playing the video or not. There we go. So, we'll leave that up and going here. I'm gonna set up the emulator real quick. And check out the Sega CD version, then we'll switch over to Metal Gear Solid 5. I think I can do it through RetroArch. Pretty sure I have the game. Let me see, because if I don't have the ISO for the American version, I'll just put in the Japanese version. The only difference really is just the audio is dubbed in Japanese. Let's see. Genesis... ROM, Sega CD, double switch. Okay, so I do have that. Extract. By the way, this is a music video for the band called Geeks. It's a Japanese band. I have the audio muted right now just so I can talk to you guys, let you know what I'm doing. So I'm going to fire up RetroArch real quick. And we're going to jump into that. Show you what the original Sega CD version looked like. Okay. Scene. Take that off. RetroArch. Here we go. Alright, load content, directory... Genesis, Fusion, ROM, Sega CD, double switch, Q. There it is. Oh, actually, was it Genesis plus GX? Yeah. I never noticed that moan before. So this is the glorious Sega CD version. This is the version that I played. Basically, it was my friend at the time in high school. His name was Doug. He had a Sega CD and he had this game. I was over at his house one day. I was playing it. I'm like, oh my god, I love this game. But as you can tell, unlike the original, or like the version we just played, stereo. The Sega CD was something special, my friend. So let's figure out the options. Where are the controls for this? So this is going to really screw me up because the Sega Saturn version was a 6-button controller. So you'd have arm as one button and then disarm would be directly above it, and it worked great. For this one though, it's different. So arming trap is A, B is disarm. C changes the rooms and and the rooms as well. That's going to be weird. Okay, so I'm probably going to get really screwed up by the gameplay. We're not going to be playing it too long, though, so it's not going to be an issue.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi there.
My name is Eddie.
Hello, Eddie.
I need your help. This is my building. And since the neighborhood really sucks, I built all these
audio
traps
is
and
better in the new
security
version.
systems
I'll
to
give it
protect the
that.
people who live here.
This is more
Problem is,
compressed.
some bonehead locked me in the basement and cut off my controls. Except they forgot about the phone lines, which is how I got you in.
Back when
Now
this game
you
was
can
made,
protect the
Usagi,
tenants
it
and
wouldn't.
get me outta
There
here.
wasn't a 6-button controller yet for the Genesis.
You
I
and
don't
your
think
friends, right?
it came out near the end of the Genesis life. I think it was after Street
I
Fighter 2
designed
came
the whole
out.
system. Now this is the lobby. That's Elizabeth. She's the manager.
I did back in the
There's
day.
A problem. Don't expect
I do
her
watch
to
him
deal with
occasionally,
it,
like
okay?
whenever he puts out an
You
episode
can
or
see
so.
the traps and triggers for each room by
So that was a
pressing the
Mega
start
CD
button.
ones, which are pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah. To get me out of here, you got to get the number from each of these power boxes. Now they flash.
All right, so we already know the game story
When
here.
anybody opens
Actually,
it,
huh? There we go.
There's an emergency alarm going off now.
So C does it. Okay.
Stay here and cover me while I check things out.
So you have to hit B, then C again to charge it. Oh my god, the controls.
Maybe somebody doesn't want me writing this story. This could be just what I've been waiting for. This could be really big.
This package came for you. At least I think it's for you. The label was...
Seen your face in a movie, and I'm crying at the moon, and I call that tunnel vision, and I'm scratching for the truth.
Yeah, it's like the controls in this game were.
Let the suckers get to
These
the
are.
power box.
I don't know how I played it back then, but this
And
is
now
really
we're all
confusing.
cut off.
Doesn't matter though. We're ending it right here anyway. So we're ending it all, flushing it all away. Let's take a look at that clip.
Stop scoping me. If I want your help, I'll ask for it. Got it?
Okay. That's awesome. This is a really... I love it. Talking to the game. Okay, so... let's move on to Metal Gear Solid 5. Alright, close out RetroArch. Close content. End. Okay. Let's see. Crap, we're gonna need to update. I love this. What are the details? It's always to improve performance. Yep, system software updates improve system performance. I don't think there's been a single PlayStation 4 update that has ever been truthful to say what it is they're updating, like security leaks or anything like that. There were programs crashing. It's always improve system performance. Pardon me. So, Yeah. That gives me time to go through and update my stuff here, though. Metal Gear Solid 5. Phantom Pain. So wait for this to... Hopefully it's a quick update. I don't think it's going to be too long. PlayStation 3, good lord. I mean, those were like incredibly long updates. There was one, gosh, it was this old series back when Street Fighter 4 was a new thing. This guy was trying to, I forgot exactly what it was called. He was basically making a joke about trying to get, like getting good at Street Fighter. And the guy's goal was to play every single character up to at least C ranking online games. And one episode was like right when this humongously long, stupidly long PlayStation 3 update came in. So during the entire length of the video, he had it running in real time on the bottom of the screen, showing like the update, the PlayStation 3 update. This was like a 25-minute video. And when the video ended, it still was going on. It still wasn't done. Yeah, so thankfully with the PlayStation 4, things dramatically sped up, which I am so happy about. Speaking of which, if you have PlayStation Plus, if you didn't get the email, which I'm sure everybody did, but of course yours may have been blocked by junk, spam filters, whatever, they are ending PlayStation 3 and Vita games as part of the monthly bonuses for being a PlayStation Plus member. I think March of next year. It's either January, upcoming January. I don't think it's this January coming up. I think it's March is when it happens, which to me is not really a big deal. This is the reason why I will not sell my PlayStation 4 for a Pro or anything else, because you cannot download this anymore. This was the Silent Hills game that Kojima was working on, and you cannot re-download it. There are ways to do it, but I looked into it and it's super convoluted, and you have to set up like home private servers, all sorts of crazy crap. It's like, yeah, it's too much of a hassle to try to download a game that's no longer available. This game, Gravity Rush, I really, really need to go back and finish. This is a discount, like $20 game or cheaper. Pick it up. For Gravity Rush or PT? Because those are radically different games, depending on which one you're talking about. Oh, PT. Okay. PT is first person. I'll just show you. I don't know if it's going to pick up on the save I have on there or not. But it's a first person game. You're trapped in this house in this constant loop, and you need to solve like puzzles to get out. So I think though this pulls from the memory, so no, it's actually doing first. Oh, isn't this friggin' great? So Elgato is screwing up. I apologize. I'm going to need to drop the stream real quick because it's not getting through audio for PlayStation 4. So give me a second. I'm going to drop the stream. I'll be back up in about 30 seconds. Hang tight.